Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your release for this week, Sunday, the 1st of June. Whole new month. Finally, the start of winter. I quite like winter, so that's exciting for me. I love sewing for winter and I love winter clothes. And living in Perth, the sun still shines most of the time, so it's a really nice place to be for winter. I'm excited to show you some winter fabrics today. We do have a new base, which is amazing, and I'm so excited to show you. It is a long weekend here in Perth this weekend, so we won't start cutting and packing your orders until Tuesday this week instead of Monday, as we generally would. So thanks for your patience there. Let's have a look at the very first fabric, which is our new base. It is what I am wearing here. It is called Waffle Fleece, and it is so incredibly soft. It's warm. It's absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you this cut of fabric that we have here. So it is slightly more brushed on one side, which is how to tell the front and the back. So the front has this very small waffle texture to it, and I do still think it's got a little bit of brushing there because it is very, very soft. But then the wrong side up against your skin has more brushing and it feels a little fleecy. It doesn't really look fleecy, but it has that lovely fleecy feel to it. It does also have some thickness to it. Oops, let me try and get my head out the way. There we go. It does have I know it's hard to tell from here, but it does have a little bit of thickness to it. It is great stretch wise. So horizontal stretch is very good, and vertical is pretty good. It's okay for vertical, and there is your drape. But you can see the fantastic drape just from these sleeves here, which are great big bishop style sleeves, and it just drapes absolutely beautifully. Excuse that little phone in the background. It should stop very, very soon. All right, I do have a thread to match just in the Result range, so 1651, nothing that quite worked in the Mariflex range. So I made myself a lounge set out of this fabric, and it is such a decadent outfit. It feels incredible to wear because this fabric is just so soft. It's like a cloud. But it's lovely and warm as well. So I made the Carla lounge set by Swim Style. I am wearing it with jeans today because I think this jumper is great and I can wear it out and about, or wear it lounging around at home. So this fabric is great for jumpers and pants. It could be a really great cardigan because it's the same color on both sides. You could probably make a dress out of it, a top, the most amazing pair of pajamas if it's really cold where you are. Just absolutely beautiful for that. So this one is powder pink, and I do have another color as well, and it's this gorgeous gray, which feels just as soft, if not softer. It's just so stunning, this stuff. So this is called Lunar Rock. Oops, and there's a great big dirty mark there, sorry. This is the first cut of the roll, so there are often dirty marks, especially on the light colours. Hopefully that looks a little bit better now. Yeah, it's a bit better. I'll show you that texture and the different colour. It's kind of just looking like ribbing on my screen. I'm not sure how it looks to you, but it is definitely a little waffle texture there. And again, stretch. Fantastic. And the drape is so nice. So this one, I have two coordinating threads for you. 411 in Result and number 8 in Mariflex. All right, so Lunar Rock and powder pink. Absolutely beautiful fabric base. All right, next I have a restock for you, and this one is the Denim two-tone French Terry, which is a really nice, beautiful color. It's quite discreet in its two-tone. Let me show you. Usually you can see a little bit more. It's coming up a little bit there. But the two-tone does give it a more denim-like look, I think. So this one is 86% poly, 10% rayon, 4% spandex, about 200 GSM. So our French terries aren't overly thick, but they are still nice and cozy. So it has some good horizontal stretch. Not much going on vertically, a little bit of give, and really nice drape with the French terry. So it's great for, again, jumpers, tops, dresses. You can make some joggers so long as the vertical stretch works for your pattern. Now, I've matched this one with 392 in the Resage and 112 in the Mariflex. All right, so that's denim two-tone French terry back in stock. All right, there's a lot of solid colours there. So let me show you something with a little bit of print to it and a whole lot of colour. This is another French terry, and this one is called Bold Type. It's quite bold. You'll see why we've called it that. Isn't that gorgeous? The colours are just so pretty. So this one is 95% poly, 5% spandex, 200 GSM. It feels like it's got pretty good stretch. So that's really good horizontal stretch. It does feel like it's got some vertical as well. So it does have some good vertical stretch there too. So that's good to know. And that does open up some more patterns to you as well if there's some vertical stretch. Beautiful drape. And the colours in this are just gorgeous. Now, there are so many colours. I didn't get a coordinating thread because I didn't really know where to start. There were going to be so many options. And it very much depends on where your hem ends or starts. All right, I do have some coordinating fabrics for you though. So first up is Party Punch. This is also a French terry, and that looks really nice together. Or you could go for Peppermint. I think there's some greens down there, is there? Peppermint French terry. The Lemon Squash rib knit is really pretty with it as well. Or Horizon Blue. Double brush poly. Bright magenta modal. Very pretty with those. Some great options there. I think it's so cute. And do you know what? I think you could probably put this denim two-tone with it as well, because some of those blues are a little bit softer in there. All right, Bold Type French terry. Now, my last new fabric is actually a restock as well. So it's a double brush poly, and it is a denim blue tie-dye. So we've had this before. It was pretty popular. I actually think I used it for a dress I made too. All right, so it's a pretty cool tie-dye. I quite like that style of tie-dye, especially when it's got so much of the same color, just different tones. I think it turns out really nicely. So double brush poly is gorgeous and soft. It has really great stretch and great stretch resilience too. It will not grow out on you during the day. There is your drape. Now, what have we got to go with this one? I've got a couple of threads for you. I use the same thread as the denim blue, so 112. There are quite a few different tones of blue in this, so I kind of went a mid blue and then a brighter blue, so 7642 as well. I think, you know, there's so many different blues that there's no point in trying to be exact in this, because you're going to go across a different tone of blue at some point anyway. So I guess finding a blue kind of in the middle of it all might be the safest bet. Okay, denim blue pointelle is a good match for this one. And then the light blue tri-blend, sorry, I lost my words there, is really nice as well with some of the lighter shades there. Or you could go with the denim blue honeycomb, or the navy faux feather Harchi, or the navy oversized waffle. I quite like the navy with that. Or white. So this is double brush poly, but we've got so many different whites that you could choose from. It doesn't have to be double brush poly. Any of the whites will work. All right, so denim blue tie-dye double brush poly is back in stock. All right, that's all for the new fabrics. Now let's have a look at the rewinds. So let me bring my little helper over here. The first one I wanted to show you is a brushed waffle, and this is called Safari in Musk. It is gorgeous. And I think that you guys might have forgotten about this fabric because it is definitely worth looking at. It is 70% poly, 28% rayon, 2% spandex, 200 GSM, and this gorgeous print. And the background colour is quite an unusual colour. I guess it's like musk. Well, that's what we've called it, isn't it? Yeah, Safari Musk, yes. But it's a really pretty colour. It's not quite pink, it's not quite brown, it's not quite burgundy, but it's kind of in that range. All right, so stretch, great, horizontally. Just got a little bit of give vertically, but has really, really nice drape. All right, let me put it on the mannequin so we can see it dressed. Sorry, got my back to you there. Here we go. There we go. So that gives you a good idea of the size of the print as well. All right, so we already had it matched with dark musk double brush poly. This isn't the exact same color, but it does look quite nice with it. I don't have any threads for this one, unfortunately. Very hard to find this color. If it was me, I would probably just use black, given that it's got the black print on it, if I couldn't find anything that matched. All right, I do have some new coordinates as well. So this muted pink rib knit also matches quite well. Pretty similar to the dark musk, and it's not the exact same color, but it does complement it quite nicely. And mauve latte French terry is another option. Excuse me. So same story again, not the same color, but quite complementary. And then if you wanted to go with the black, with the print color, well, we do have the black waffle in both brushed and unbrushed, so that's always an option. Or some extra texture, you know I love a bit of texture, with the faux feather Harchi in black. Looks really nice with it. Or any of the blacks. All right, so Safari in Musk brushed waffle. This is our first Lush Sunday rewind for today. So that means it is on special for today only. Now, our next one, I'll get my next helper out. Our next one is called Deep Down, and it is a super soft Harchi. So today's all about the softest of fabrics, honestly. It's got all the most beautiful fabric bases here. So super soft Harchi is gorgeous to the touch. It is thinner than this Waffle Fleece that I have shown you, but it still has a gorgeous coziness to it. It feels beautiful. And it's got this gorgeous rich black background on it and this really pretty little print as well. So, I mean, out of this, I have tops, I have jumpers, I have dresses. It is a beautiful fabric base. Lovely to work with, even nicer to wear. So stretch wise, it's pretty good horizontally. and vertically. Oh, this is a big piece, sorry, that's why I'm trying to pick it up there. Look at that drape, it's gorgeous. All right, let's dress our mannequin again so you can see what she looks like in it. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't need the other peg. It's a really beautiful, rich black. I know that might sound a bit silly to say, but it's just a really, it's really, really dark, and it really makes the print pop, I think. All right. So everything that we had coordinated with this fabric has since sold out. So we're starting from scratch. We do have some threads, so that's nice, but also pretty easy. 4,000 in the Research, 000 in the Mariflex. And obviously black is an amazing option for this one. There is black super soft Harchi, so you could just go with that and make a beautiful outfit. This is black double brush poly, which is also really nice with it. You could go the, if you wanted some texture, the black faux feather Harchi is really nice. Or the dusty olive double brush poly, you might not be able to see it from there. It's got some of the, brings out some of the greens in the leaves. The other thing about this is because it's quite earthy tones, there's actually probably quite a few colors you could put with this and it would still look great without necessarily picking out a color that's in the print. Nude double brush poly is gorgeous. You could go caramel. This is the heavy Ponchi, 310 GSM Ponchi. It's a little bit wrinkled, sorry, it's been at the bottom of a basket, but that looks really nice too. And this is great for a jacket or pants or a skirt or something like that. Or you can go with the creamy colors in the flowers. This is the Alabaster Braid Jacquard, and that adds a nice texture as well. I really like those ones together. I think that's super pretty. And then along those same lines, this is the Oatmeal Faux Cashmere Rib. So that's sort of similar colors again. I'm a fan of those. I think they look really nice together. All right. Deep Down Super Soft Harchi, our second Lush Sunday Rewind for today. So also on special for today only. All right, that is all the fabrics that I have to show you for today. Don't miss out on this Waffle Fleece. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is definitely worth grabbing some. It is just a beautiful, beautiful fabric. Okay, if you could enter our competitions, we would be very grateful. We have them running in our Facebook group, Lush Fabrics Australia, and on our YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching this, you're probably on our YouTube channel already. So chuck a comment in there. Love to see what you like today. Is there something else you want to see? Anything else you'd like me to include in videos or anything like that? Just let us know. All right. Everything is on our website now, www.lushfabrics.com.au. I hope there's something in here that you love today, but I will be back next week with some more goodies to show you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.